Alright guys, welcome back to Fieldcraft Catties. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the £5 Temu Mooch bag. I'm going to be reviewing it and stocking it with all the things that I think is necessary for Mooch ready for the pheasant season. Granted, it is a fair few months away, but I'm mainly going to be using it on the pheasant season, but I reckon I'm going to take out on a few local mooches around with me, a few just pigeon shoots, squirrel shoots with me as well. And I've been in the market for a bag for a little while now. I was having a look on Temu and saw this one for £5. Nice, it goes across you diagonally sort of thing, a shoulder bag, and it's got a lot of pockets on it. We got this nice little front pocket here, and then another one inside of there. We got a nice little pop-up pocket, which I reckon is going to be good for maybe holding a catty or something small in there, as it's very accessible, just quick and easy. We've got another sort of Velcro side pocket, even smaller again. And then another sort of side pocket with no lid or anything on. And then we got a pocket here, that quite a big pocket in there to be fair. And then inside we have our main pocket, just like that. And we even have another pocket inside of it. In there, it's just in there. My camera's not picking it up, but. And the final one is on the back, another fairly large one. There's a stupid amount of pockets on this. I'll put the number on screen, but then, yeah, made by, I even know how to pronounce that without it maybe offending someone, but SHENGTIAN, I think it says. But yeah, we're gonna be. Overall, it's pretty high quality actually. It's made out of quite a nice material, sort of thick. It seems quite sturdy. We've got waterproof lining on the inside, and like the zips as well. The zips are sort of big. That's what I find. Sometimes the zips are small and they break easily, but they look durable. It's all metal zips and everything, and yeah, we've even got this thing little here, right? Which I'm definitely going to be maybe attaching a priest or something to, as I've made one of them. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, I'm making a few things, stocking up this bag, and then yeah, I want to do one more little overview of everything in it, and yeah, but I'm going to put the link to it in the description as well. And honestly, I've been looking at this I've had this for a day now, and it's just very top quality. I'm already going to say, just go get yourself one. A £5 off of Temu, you can't beat it. Alright, so call me a genius, but I may have just come up with a real good way to make the spinners and possibly even the pheasant headers as well. Even the pheasant heads as well. Put my teeth back in. But then so obviously they take a bit of a pain to cut out, and the spinners are hard to get a perfect circle. So I've got this old cookie cutter that is mangled, it's already bent and everything. I'm gonna bend that best I can to like a 40mm circle, and then I'm just gonna stick it on there, heat it up, and then press it down on there, and hope, in theory, it should just burn out a real nice circle for me. Do that twice, stick them together, then we got ourselves a nice little 40mm spinner. That is, in theory, what's going to happen. I'll take it upstairs, take it apart, and see if I can I'm just going to start bending and just see where we go. With it not being the most perfect, we have sort of got ourselves a 50mm circle. We'll take it downstairs, chuck it on the cooker, and see if it will work. Basically, heat it up and see how it goes. Just gonna turn that up all the way. It is gone. It has gone proper dark out. It looks like we've got like a storm brewing up there. So we're just gonna turn on the light, and then don't know how long I'm gonna leave that on there for, but it's already got a lot of heat on there. We're just gonna stick it on there, take it off, put it on, and then might look for like I'm gonna use these over here. Use some old tile scraps, just like tester things, and I'm just gonna put it on top and just press it down like that. And then in theory that should work. It's heating up pretty nicely. I'm just gonna try and get it as hot as I can possibly get before I just press it on, press it down. And if this works well, I might just do it with a pheasant head, so I can just stamp out loads of pheasant heads at a time. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn the camera back on after I reckon it's heated up properly, and then go from there, I reckon. Alright, it's been on there about 10 minutes now, and I'm just gonna go ahead. I reckon it's hot enough. Oh, that made a horrible noise. Seems to be working. Can't tell if it went all the way through yet. It hasn't. I'm actually just going to put down as much pressure as I can on it. You could just see like a faint outline of it through there. Just wondering what happens if I just... sort of scorching the like outside bits of it. Right, I'm just gonna put it on the camera, get it off, put it back on there, and then try it again. So that idea drastically failed. So I'm just gonna chuck that to the side for now. But the next one I want to make just a little gimmick, and it's something just to have good on you if you're maybe out in the field, want to write something down or something. I'm gonna make myself a pencil, but I'm gonna make it out of this little 410 cartridge I've got, and we're gonna strip apart a bit of this pencil and then fuse it somehow with this dowel, which fits good in there. And I'm just gonna time lapse this. I might time lapse it. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm just gonna set my phone up there, and then get to work cutting things down and just seeing how we do with this, and seeing if we can make ourselves a cool little pencil. So I honestly thought it was going to go very wrong. So I just decided to do it off camera. What I did, I couldn't do it with a dowel and everything, so I just got the pencil. I filled this up with hot glue, stuck it in, and put a bit of red heat shrink around. And now we got ourselves a nice little 410 gauge pencil to chuck in the Mooch bag. And now I'm probably going to head back and try and work my way, get my head around. I might just cut out another spinner or find something else, like find some other way to do it. I may even have a 40mm spinner lying around. I'm just gonna have a little look, see what I can find. Alright, this took way more time than I wanted. What I've tied these two little things here, which when I pull, then they'll tighten around the sticks, and I got my spinner on there. Took way more time than I wanted it to take, but then we got ourselves a nice spinner to add to the bag. So one of the things I want to add into my bag is a lighter. You know, they're reliable, especially a spark one, not an electric ones. You can use a spark to ignite wool, but it looks a bit plain, not very country game-ish. So I've got one of these. I was going to use a red shell, but then I got a purple shell. I've only got a few of these about, but they got nice silver caps. And then all I'm just going to do, just put it in there, and just squeeze it all the way down. And there we go. And then I quite like it as silver matches top and bottom as well. Just looks good all together and adds an extra little gamey bit to your lighters. Just makes them a bit more personal. And then that's something in the bag as well. Something else in the bag. I do this with every lighter I have, just as just a good bit of fun. But yeah, definitely an easy little hack as well, just to spruce up your lighters a little bit. Now another really important thing, which I think is good to have in an EDC kit, is a pencil sharpener. Preferably one of the bigger settings in, as you can just find yourself some sticks off the ground if you haven't got kindling to start a fire, and it's perfect. You just go in there and it gives you perfect fine little kindlings in literally just a few seconds. Especially as it's heading into the warmer months now, a lot of the wood's going to be dry on the floor. And then all I do, I just get a little pile of it, I press it a few times, just crumple it up. Nice little pile. Get yourself a lighter. These will even light with flint and steel as well. Look how easy that goes to light. Literally no effort whatsoever. Just a few seconds with a flame is more than enough to light that. And then all you need to do is it gives you more than enough time just to get yourself the other materials and put it on the fire like that. Obviously, don't do this indoors. I have got water and you can just sort of stamp it out any time, but it's much easier out in the field, and it's a very good way just to easily get a fire started and pretty safely as well. Just get some shaving. It's also a good way if you're making spears or little traps, arrows maybe out of wood. You can sharpen down the ends of some sticks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very easy way to do it. You can even like make these pre-hand if you've got some dowel about, just. But me, I personally, I just take it out with me, find a couple sticks, go like that, get a good little pile going, light it, put my bigger wood on top, and then you've got a nice little fire started ready to cook on or keep you warm, whatever. Right, so this is like the sort of kit I put together to put in my bag. I've I've got my Spitfire from Leeton's Catty, some 0.55 yellow with 20 to 15 taper. Obviously, we've got the lighter. We've got the pencil we made, the sharpener. We've got this Allen key thing here, and then we got ourselves a bag of 8mm steel, a bag of ever so slightly rusty 9.5mm steel. Then we're going to be carrying our Bulldog with Tommy James 0.7 sniper sling on there. 4 band sets of 0.6 camo, 0.55 yellow precise, Tommy James 0.7 and 0.5 white. I'm not sure what white that is, might be BSB. And then my latest work of art is my Priest. We've got a 12 gauge end cap on there, 410 gauge holding in the paracord, and we've got ourselves a little lurcher's head carved into the bottom like that. Good little handle like that, and then I'll show you where it goes in the bag in a minute. There's got yourselves a little buckle end on there. That's everything that goes in the bag. We're now going to pack it and show you where I packed it. One thing I will say about this bag, it is cheap, so you have got a few little fibres just throwing off around, but they can easily be cut or burnt off. We've got a few on the inside as well, I noticed earlier, but it's mostly just like in the pockets, just a few loose ends, but you can always tie them up, burn them off, whatever you want to do to it. And well, that's pretty much one of the only faults with this bag I see, is the few little bits of stitching. Not really stitching, it's literally just the edges of the fabric that are fraying. You will look there. Yeah, just gotta cut them off and go about our day. Alright, so I've got a bag here, and first off we're gonna start with packing the 2 slingshots. And what we're gonna do with these, we're gonna put them in this front compartment pocket. It's pretty big, it's pretty loose, and just easily accessible. We can just put both in there, and that's all that's going to go in that pocket for now. So make sure we don't catch the band with the zip. And there we go, all done up. And then I just made a quick last minute decision to change out this big Allen key for this little Leeton's Allen key. It's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, and just helps with that sort of whole losing of the weight thing. Now in this little zip up front pocket, we're going to be putting in our bag of 8mm and our bag of 9.5. They fit in there, and then we can do that up. And then in this little front zip up pocket is going to be where our bands are going. We have 4 spare sets of bands. Here we are. And we're just going to sort of fold them in like that. And they'll be absolutely fine in there. We're also just going to chuck the Allen key in there as well, keep it extra safe. There we go. Next we have our pencil lighter. They're going to go in this front little pocket here, along with the sharpener and our spinner. They're all going to go in there. And then what we got on the side of the bag here, the paracord with the little male end of the buckle. And then what we got is just plug it on, but we got it set up in a way that you can pull it apart if you're quick. You just got to pull it apart on an angle. And I've made it so it did have a little crack in it, so I plastic welded it together, and now it's just easy to pull apart. Also got a little built-in whistle on there. Doesn't work very well. I'm not sure what you would actually need it for, but then this is over dangling free. It's just going to sit in that side pocket just like that, so it's just easily accessible, just to reach around, get at that, and ready to bottom sling. And then there's one final thing for the inside, even though it's got this sort of protective layer on. You see, I don't want loads and loads of games in there, so trusty old JD bag. Just fold it in half again, and that's going to sit in our main compartment to put any game in to keep the inside of the bag clean and hygienic. And then that is our entire Mooch bag sorted. Very light actually, probably maybe a kilo if that. And that I might even stick this little tube caddy in there with some 9.5s. Stick some 30-60 on this, chuck that in. And then we just got something a little longer lasting in there. We got ourselves a nice little Mooch bag. This is the Temu Mooch bag. I'm going to be using this all through October and pheasant season. But I actually highly recommend this. I'm going to link it in the description of the video, and thank you for watching.